Yo, what is going on, guys? Proximity here. And before this video starts, guys, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support I've gotten on my previous Storytime video, because I wasn't expecting to get so many views. I don't know if it's the fact that to do with furries or the fact that it was Storytime, probably both. But thank you guys so much, because I wasn't expecting so many views. So yeah, but that's really all I had to say. So yeah, let's get on with the video, guys. Alright guys, so today we're going to be doing a story time, or another story time. So, I wanted to do a story time, but I didn't really know what to do, like what to talk about, because it's not like my life is like crazy interesting. But, I'm going to tell you guys, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, that's okay, but I haven't always been the cute deer that I am. I used to be really, really mean to my sister, okay? So, my sister, Cupcake Cop 37, I used to be really mean to her. Like, I remember some of the things I did to her. Like, every time I got in trouble for something, I would blame it on her, and my parents believed me, and they just went and she got in trouble because they thought that she did it, you know? They didn't believe that I would lie to them, but I was. I mean, I feel bad for it now, and she's forgiven me, but back then I was just really mean. So, like, honestly, I remember one time I was like literally like being so mischievous. I was just sitting there, like, there was a wagon outside and it's full of tomatoes, freshly picked. I went over there with a stick and just started and just stabbing them, and I was thinking in my head, I'm gonna blame my sister whenever I'm done with this. This is gonna be great. Then my mom walks out and she sees me and she's like, I'm gonna go tell your dad. And I'm like screaming like, oh no, because if he finds out, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. She ended up not telling him. But yeah, I learned my lesson after that. But there was also a couple other things I did. I used to pull some mean pranks on her. Like, I would do stuff like, I would take, like, she'd ask me for chocolate milk, right? She would literally wake me up in the morning and be like, no, can I have some chocolate milk? And it made me mad at first, but eventually I was just like, all right, whatever. So I got out of bed and went and made her chocolate milk. But one day, I felt evil. So what I did was when I made her that chocolate milk, she didn't know that for some odd reason, God knows why, I put hot sauce in her drink. So she started drinking it, and she's like, what the heck is wrong with this? And yeah, she got pretty mad at me once I found out what I did, how I tampered her drink. So yeah. And speaking of spicy things, another time, I lied to her and I told her, I was like, we had like peppers growing, like hot peppers growing outside. And I was just like, hey Madison, if you take this pepper and you bite the end of it, it's not hot at all, because the end's not hot. So she believed me, and she bit it, and she got super mad at me because she's not very good when it comes to spicy foods. So she ate a jalapeno. So yeah, that didn't turn out too well. She got pretty mad at me. So yeah, I used to be a really evil person now that I think about it. And with that, and I also remember times whenever, like, I would be playing around with her, and whenever she gets hurt and starts crying, then I'm like, crap. I'm like, no, I'm sorry, please stop crying, because I knew if my parents walked out there and saw her crying, they're gonna be like, oh no, what'd you do? I'm like, you see, like, I remember one time, I'm not even sure how old I was, I can't believe I did it to this day. It was a piece of wood, and so if you're not good with gross things, you might want to skip this part. But pretty much, guys, there was this piece of wood on the ground. I thought it was funny, just kind of whack her lightly with it. I didn't know there was a nail at the end of the board, so I hit her with it, just lightly, not too hard. I didn't hurt her, but I hit her hard enough that she started bleeding from her head because of the board. I almost had a heart attack. I thought she was gonna die because she was bleeding from her head. I mean, obviously she was fine because she's still alive now, but oh my gosh, that scared me so bad. So yeah, that was definitely a scary experience, but yeah. So yeah, I used to be a really mean person now that I think about it. I'm just, oh man, I was a jerk, wasn't I? And Madison to this day calls me a jerk, and I'm like, nah, I was a jerk back then. I'm not as much of a jerk now. And she's like, yep, you're still a jerk. And I'm like, really?
In the arms of the angel.
But yeah, so I used to be pretty mean, actually. I can't really think of any other good examples. But yeah, that was me. I was pretty mean kiddo. But yeah, that was really all I had for this story time. I hope you did enjoy this story time episode. If you did, make sure you guys crush that like button in the face like a boss. And thank you all so much for watching. And yeah, make sure you hit the bell icon to get notified of all my new uploads. And yeah, that about wraps it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, stay close. See you guys.